I hope you are all fine. And today here we have second chapter, that is latitudes and longitudes. Before starting, let me tell you in a nutshell that about the pattern or syllabus that we have in 9th standard. The first three chapters, that is chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3, they are part of one unit, and here we will be discussing about only Earth, right, regarding the Earth's introductions, then latitudes, longitudes, and then about the rotation and revolutions. And coming to second unit, that is about the structure of the Earth. Here we will be speaking about the lithosphere only. On lithosphere, that is rocks, then again the different types of rocks and how they are formed, what all the activities that happens on the Earth's surface, that is on lithosphere. Those unit consist of second unit, that is. So it's a long chapters are there, wide syllabus is there of second unit. And the third one is about the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere, only single chapter is there that we can easily understand. Then regarding atmosphere, that is layers of atmosphere, how it has been divided into means many layers of atmosphere, those we will be learning. And the pressure belts, regarding the winds, the division of winds as well as all types of winds we will be learning in that unit. And the fifth one comes about the pollution, and the sixth is about the Earth's regional areas, right. So these are the brief introduction of the syllabus that we discussed now. So I am teaching once again because I have already given a PDF, but I don't know how many of you have read and how many of you have understood a better way here, because I am not satisfied. So once again I am starting, and we do not know how many chapters we are going to learn and in these conditions, because the syllabus may be cut down, right. So that's why I am not going so fast. I am going again from the beginning so that you understand better, right. So I will be sending you videos and the PDF in question answers, right. So first let us start this chapter, that is latitudes and longitudes. Already I have sent you PDF, but still once again bear me and try to understand in better way, right. So here we have introduction of the latitudes and longitudes. What do you understand by oblate spheroid in shape? So already we have discussed in first chapter what is oblate spheroid in shape, because in ancient times the geographers defined that Earth is a round shape, circular shape, but slowly, gradually people realized, people experimented, did expedition that this Earth is not in complete circular, it is in spherical shape, oblate spheroid in shape. That means nearby the equator it has bulged, and nearby the polar areas it is flattened. Due to that feature, it is termed as oblate spheroid in shape. Alright, this is the first point that we need to clear it out. Why it is known as oblate spheroid? Because it is bulged, it's like a bulged, see here, it is a bulged nearby the equator and flattened nearby the polar areas. Due to this reason, it is termed as oblate spheroid in shape. And the second one is, that is geoid. Geoid, again it is the same as it is, but it is compared with an orange, right. Orange, you can see, you can notice that the top part of both the sides up and down will be flattened, and then the middle part of those two sides will be bit width, same as it is, but the bulged in the center and both the sides of polar areas, it will be bit flattened. Due to that reason, it is known as geoid. Then Earth's grid. What is the importance of Earth's grid, or why Earth's grid is very important on the Earth? Earth's grid means the intersecting of latitudes and longitudes to locate a place. Okay, the network of longitudes and latitudes are known as Earth's grid system, right? So why they are important? Because they help us to find location of a place. If we do not know a place where we are going or we are visiting, but if we know the location of that place, we will be able to track it. These days the smartphones are there, so easily we can track it, or without knowing those things also the smartphones easily can direct you. Okay, then 4 hemispheres. The fourth point is 4 hemisphere. To understand better, we need to know this earth is divided into 4 hemispheres. Okay, here it is equator. So from equator, the northern part is known as northern hemisphere. I have termed as NH, and from equator the southern part is known as southern hemisphere. This already you know it. Okay, so I should not explain in so brief so that it will become so boring, right? And then it is north and this is south. And then from the prime meridian, remember the division of earth is done by one latitude and one longitude, that is equator. This is equator and this is prime meridian. Okay, this is prime meridian. Okay, this is prime meridian. All right. So this prime meridian eastern side is termed as eastern hemisphere, and the western side is known as western hemisphere. So likewise, from equator and from prime meridian, the earth is divided into equal halves, both the sides. Okay, latitudinally it is 2 halves and longitudinally it is 2 halves. So all including it is 4 hemispheres are divided. And the next term, cardinal directions. You must know how to understand the direction of earth. On the globe or on map, always top sheet of the map is north and bottom sheet of the paper is south. And this side, that is your right side, will be always east and the left side will be always west, because I found very difficult to make the 10th standard students when we used to discuss about the map of India. So they will be writing eastern side west and western side east. So in that way, please make it clear that you should not miss it or should not confuse with the directions. The first side is top one on the sheet or on the plain paper. Above will be north, below will be south, and your right side will be east and your left side will be west. These 4 directions are known as cardinal directions. Okay, they are main directions. 4 main directions or 4 cardinal directions. Then there are some intermediate directions. That means in between, when we take it, you see in between another directions are divided, categorized. So in between north east will be becoming north east. Always the main one is or any direction that you write of the intermediate ones start with always north, and then any of the northwest or northeast and south of the southern hemisphere, southeast or southwest. All right. So it is northeast. This will be how? South east, and from here if you direct this name this, it will be south west, and this is north west. So likewise they are the intermediate directions, and the cardinal directions are north, south, east, west. All right. So these were the few introduction of longitudes and latitudes. Now let's start with the main topic, that is Earth's grid system. How to understand Earth's grid system and let us understand the definition of those, what is the importance of this grid system, and how many latitudes are there on the earth or on the globe, and how many longitudes are there on the globe and on the earth. So the first one, what is the definition of earth's grid system? A network of latitudes and longitudes which helps us to find the place. The networks of longitudes and latitudes which intersect in a place and helps us to find the location of a place. That is definition of Earth's grid system. Okay, so the lines which are vertical, the curved line from North Pole to South Pole, the lines which are verticals are known as longitudes. Okay, the lines which are verticals are known as longitudes. Okay, they are longitudes. The vertical lines, those are running from north to south, they are known as longitudes. And the lines which are running parallel, they are known as, this side they are known as latitudes. Alright, all these parallel lines running from west to east or east to west are known as latitudes. Okay, so now let us divide. What is the importance? Importance is that it helps us to find the location of a place. Okay, then the number of latitudes. So we see from 0 degree, these are the few main latitudes that I have named. That is Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, North Pole, and that is equator, Tropic of Capricorn, then again Antarctic Circle, and then South Pole, that is. So when we see from 0 degree to 90 degree, right? From 0 degree to 90 degree, it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are 90 latitudes. In the northern hemisphere, there are 90 latitudes, and in the southern hemisphere also there are 90 latitudes, because from here 0 is there, it will be starting from 1, right? Here 1 degree, here also 1 degree, north, and this is south. So what happens? It will keep on moving towards the southern or south pole, that is up to 90 degree. So from here also, first 1 degree up to 90 degree will be of north, will be 90 latitude. So how many will be there? 90 in the northern hemisphere and 90 in the southern hemisphere, and including equator. It is 0 degree, so it has to be included. So 1 equator, that is how many becomes 1, this is 18. So all total 181 latitudes are there on the globe or on the earth. Okay, so remember there are 181 latitudes. Don't get confused, only 180 latitudes, because need to add equator as well. If equator you don't add, your calculation of latitudes will be wrong. Now regarding the longitudes, you see these longitudes that run from north to south, they are circular, right? Semicircle, they are semicircle and they join, and these longitudes, every longitudes are great circles because they divide the earth in equal two halves. So all the longitudes are great circle, right? And the latitudes are, only one latitude is, that is great circle, that is equator, because this is the only latitude that is dividing the earth into two equal halves. Rest of it, as it is bulged here, and slowly what happens, the area will be reducing. So what happens, it is not equally dividing earth, right? So they are all small circles, right? So we were discussing about the number of longitudes. The longitudes you can see from this 0 degree, this is the prime meridian, Okay, prime meridian, as Earth is spherical, prime meridian, one side of the globe is known as, the semicircle is known as prime meridian, and the same line of other side, do you understand? The same line of other side from the North Pole and South Pole. This from South Pole and North Pole, one side of the globe will be named as the middle center line, prime meridian, and other side of the globe will be termed as international date line. Okay, that is suppose I just for the example I will be, so it is other side, so I have given with the dashes lines. Okay, so it is known as international date line. Okay, is that clear? So from the 0 degree prime meridian, here 180 degree is the international date line. From 0 degree it will be starting 1, 2, 3, 4 and it will end to international date line, right? 0 degree to 1 degree up to 180 degree east. Okay, eastern side from 0 degree, and from 1 degree it will start up to 180 degree eastern side. It will be stopping in where? It will be stopping in where? IDL, that means international date line. And then western side from 0 degree, that is 1 to 180 degree west. 180 degree west. So what happens is a prime meridian is a prime meridian, from prime meridian 1 degree and it will be going up to 180 degree west, and this 180 degree west and east is same line, right? This west and east is same line. When we try to understand the earth in flat surface, we just make it square shape. So both the side of the map will be written, one side will be written east, another side will be written west. Okay, due to this reason they are likewise. So 180 degree is the same line. 180 degree is the same line. So when we calculate it from 0 degree, 1 degree to 180, right? It is how much? 180. Then again from the 180, this is right. So remember this 0 degree and this international date line is 1, and due to that we are not calculating a separate number. So 1 to 180, or 180 means it is already prime meridian other side of that, so we should not be get confused. Okay, so 180 and 180 from eastern side, this is western side. How much will become? 360, right? So total there are 360 longitudes on the globe. Okay, so don't get confused of the number of latitudes and longitudes. In the case of latitudes, what happens? It is parallel, it is not intersecting with any latitudes. It is moving parallel to globe or around the globe, and the longitudes are semicircle. That means from North Pole to South Pole, and other side also it is moving around there. So what I mean, because of that, it is a difference is there. Okay, so thank you so much, and you might have understood. And any queries, any doubt you have, please regularly ask in Campus Care and keep on practicing. I have sent you already PDF. Once again, I will send you the written question answers so that you can write it out, and those who have written, please match the question answers, and then again you can write, or roughly you can make another place where we can maintain the notes that I have given. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.